WavyOcho. I'm gonna react to the toxic culture of plastic surgery.
Take a look at. I mean, it's sad. The reason I think it's sad is because she's always been a beautiful girl. Like it's not one dude in the hood who didn't have that hardcore poster, hanging up in their wall. So it was like she was always the beautiful around the way girl. So I mean, I think it's sad when any female ODs on plastic surgery, because it's like, what makes you feel less beautiful than you are?
While hip-hop used to be centered around raw, passionate skills, it's now become a culture of vanity, where the pressures of fame and keeping up a public profile mean that your image is everything. These days, we've all become used to seeing rappers decked out in expensive clothes from exclusive brands, with some even making their drip a main part of their appeal. In other cases, rappers like Kanye West, Westside Gunn, and ASAP Rocky pride themselves on bringing new styles to the culture. But for some, the insecurity of having the world's eyes on them has eventually led them to go under the knife. And it's here where we find the roots of an uncomfortable ongoing trend in hip-hop. Even during the days of Lil' Kim, who actually first got plastic surgery to correct damage from an abusive relationship, the phenomenon has now spread to Hollywood levels of prominence, which can sometimes leave artists completely unrecognizable.
The eyes to me look too sloped laterally. There is absolutely no lid cheek transition, and of course we don't love tear troughs, and there are procedures to try to improve on tear troughs. However, when there's absolutely nothing and it just looks like, the eyes going to the cheek, there's just not a very natural look, and there's very little resemblance to the way she was originally.
Where it appears that Brooklyn's Queen Bee fell victim to the addictive nature of cosmetic surgery, the reason why others did the same can be widely accredited to the cultural expectations of what our bodies should look like. Showing off an aesthetic which commentators like Joe Budden have referred to as the female rapper starter kit, Nicki's curvy figure has been central to her branding, and in the case of tracks like Anaconda, even the music itself. Although she initially denied that there was anything unnatural behind her look, she later admitted in an interview with Joe Budden that she had butt injections from a random person, and in her mind, it was the product of subtle body shaming and the need to fit the mold.
I was in Atlanta at the time. I kept on being around Wayne and them. Wayne, he always talking about big booties. Wayne would have like a new chick in the studio every session. They were his muses. I think they said stuff sometimes jokingly. But to a young girl or up and coming rapper or anything like that, when it's from someone like Lil Wayne, it matters. Even if they're joking, they don't know that the person that is there in that room with them is not finding it funny.
Having acknowledged that,
Yeah. It seems like it's insecurities you are.
superstars inadvertently become role models no matter what, Nicki is all too aware of the role that she played in making BBLs, or shots, extremely popular within hip-hop, courtesy of the high price.
And I ain't gonna lie, like Nicki Minaj looks good. She still looks good. I ain't gonna lie, she's pretty. Like I ain't gonna lie, with the BBL that she had, like she looks good.
Tags attached to BBLs, which can often run upwards of 10 grand, the desire for the look has created a shady industry of underground clinics who ignore safety regulations and deliver the shots at a rock bottom price. But unfortunately for them, this often comes with a built-in risk.
When half of the strippers and the bartenders in New York City have illegal shots that is done practically by the same person, it's like, what are the odds? What are the odds it's gonna be me? The only thing was that when I was getting my shots, I was awake and I almost passed out. She gave me some milk and some cookies, and then we just continued the procedure.
Did you know that on average, there are around 5 million car accidents every year in the US? And a lot of those accidents happen during the holiday season. Even worse, a lot of victims don't feel comfortable suing for damages because they're under the mistaken impression that they'd be suing the other driver, a regular human just like them. Injuries sustained in a car accident. With that said, let's get back to the video. It was the craziest pain ever, she later revealed in an interview with GQ. I felt like I was gonna pass out. I felt a little dizzy, and it leaked for like 5 days. While Cardi's experience sounds extreme, it's easy to believe when you consider the possible complications of the procedure, which includes infection, loss of limbs, kidney failure, heart failure, and even death. With Love and Hip Hop's K. Michelle admitting to getting black market hydrogel injections, saying, "When I found out my favorite rapper did it, that's when I decided I'm getting it done." Since then, she's spoken out against them every chance she gets, and most recently, occasional rapper Black China has opened up about her journey of reversing the.
Yeah, I never find Black China to be that attractive. In my opinion, I never find Black China to be be that attractive, bro. She just something about her. Nah, like,
procedure as a cautionary tale for those who might follow in her footsteps.
Normally, my procedure would have taken like maybe 4 hours, right? 4 hours tops. My procedure took over 8.5 hours, y'all, because the simple fact that whatever that silicone mass, whatever that was in my buttocks, it kept clogging the machine.
Up until this point, the focus has been on the big butt influence that Nicki Minaj brought into the culture. But it has to be said that the desire to change your look to fit beauty standards doesn't discriminate across genders. One artist who has always faced speculation over getting work done is Drake. First brought to light by Joe Budden during their highly publicized beef.
Drake have a BBL. Drake has some type of plastic surgery or something. Like, what's going on? Like,
Joey Jump Off looked to expose the secret behind Drizzy's washboard abs. He saw Dr. Miami and didn't tell y'all, Joe famously tweeted. Hip hop weird now, LOL. Relevant rappers greater than rappers who get lipo, twice. Although Drizzy and his trainer denied the claims, Joe doubled down in his following interviews.
You care, Carrie, because we've never heard of that. We've never heard of a male rapper getting that done. Not to say it's abnormal or something wrong with it. We just don't hear about it. It's definitely accurate. I would never say it. It's to poke fun. That's accurate.
Although it was only ever speculation, the accusation still left a lingering stain. Years later, Drake's unprovoked diss towards Megan Thee Stallion on Circo Loco led Dr. Miami himself to get involved with a TikTok, which read, "When Drake asks you for a second round of lipo, but I'm a hottie before I'm a surgeon." On top of Drake's supposed decision to get help from a surgeon, his longtime frenemy was open about the fact that at one of his lowest points, he did the same thing. And in doing so, he proved that even geniuses aren't immune to the pressures of public scrutiny.
I had plastic surgery because I was trying to look good for y'all. I got liposuction because I didn't want y'all to call me fat like y'all called Rob at the wedding and made him fly home before me and Kim got married. I didn't want y'all to call me fat, so I got liposuction.
Even more shockingly, Kanye cared more about not getting hate from his fans than anything else, even though his mother ultimately passed away from the same procedure. While Drake and Ye got a fairly routine procedure, some artists have gone even further. Bandman Kevo, who's often seen
Bandman Kevo, I think he had like
as a poster boy for surgery in hip-hop, took an honest approach in discussing his $12,000 procedure and even gave insight on just how common the surgery is.
And I was like, damn, Kevo is blowing up the spot of all these rappers that are actually doing it. You are so transparent with it, which, by the way, I think that's why people got on you so crazy, because I know 5 rappers who done got the whole I know some of them who went like 3-4 times.
I did it because, like, I was a little bigger, but I couldn't lose my, like, lower part. And I was just like, damn, I was working out with a guy or whatever, and he was just like, man, you know, all the bodybuilders and everybody do this, this, and this. And I was like, give me the information, what I got to do. So I hollered at my doctor, and he was like, man, I can have you perfect, like the perfect stomach. 360 lipo is kind of what I got a little bit. They're going to do your stomach, and once they do the front of your stomach, then they're going to do the back of your stomach too. They're taking the fat out of your body. Let's say if you're holding 10 pounds in your stomach, they're going to take that whole 10 pounds out of your stomach.
Where everyone else focused on their stomachs, the issue of male pattern baldness led artists like Tyga, Akon, and Safari Samuels to get hairline transplants. But in the same way Kevo is synonymous with the 360 lipo, Tory Lanez has become the face of the hairline transplant, so much so that it's even resulted in him being clowned relentlessly.
No. What I did was I had to get like on the edges. My hair was never that up. I just once my edges started going. Sorry. I swear to God. Sorry. What about this part though? Bro, Nick, come here, get the camera, Nick. Hey, yo, Nick, you come over here.
Considering that this has affected even the biggest of stars, it would be unsurprising if it became a norm from this point forward, with every rapper spending top dollar to correct whatever their body lacked. But now, there's a new movement of artists who are refusing to buy into this pressure. Regularly mocked during the early stages of her career whenever she twerked, Coi Leray has been open about the toll that body shaming had on her, and how being different from other female rappers made her fail. But in the same breath, she revealed that she wouldn't be changing her body to please anyone. A lot of y'all do this bullying to every celebrity. I get it. Y'all human. But a lot of people don't understand how much it could delete someone. If you're trying to me, just know I ain't afraid of it. I'm ready for whatever. Get used to my body because I'm never changing anything on it.
With the pressure to fit in being minimized by new artists like Koi and Glorilla, who don't fit the template, it seems like recreating yourself in the image of Nicki Minaj is no longer a necessity for fame. In fact, some who have undergone these procedures now believe that they're just an extra addition on top of the requirements.
I think it was a wave cool. It was like perceived well.
Coily Ray ruined it. That damn Coily Ray.
No, why you playing? People are looking for more now.
While trends like this don't just change overnight, more women in the industry are going against what's expected of them. And as far as the men go, it looks like they're still hiding any kind of work they've had done and will most likely
I don't mind it. I just don't like that like OD. Just don't be ODing with your body, bro. Like with your ass, with your titties, like don't with your face too. Like just don't OD with it, bro. Cause that has some of these girls be ODing with they shits, bro. Like their ass, their titties, like all that, bro. Like that shit looks wacky, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, but let me know what y'all think. Let me know how y'all feel, like which like rappers who looks good with plastic surgery and which rappers who doesn't look good with plastic surgery. Let me know, bro. Alright, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Y'all know the vibes. WavyOcho checking out you are.